What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So I've posted videos on TSLY. Yes, I do own shares on TSLY, but there's a new kid on the block. There's some serious competition with some of these YieldMax ETFs. There are new companies, Rex shares, Kurv, okay? There's also the Roundhill. There's the Pro shares. So now there's some serious competition right now. Now people are starting to adapt. I myself, as a dividend investor, a high yield dividend investor, I will adapt to change. That's why I'm not completely long in some of these YieldMax ETFs. If things change, I may change. So, that's why I tell you guys you shouldn't absolutely follow my model. I'm just showing you my dividend investing journey, some of the adaptations that I'm doing to my dividend portfolio. Because, I mean, I would hate for you to lose money if I lose money. So, you know, yes, I'm doing very well with my dividend portfolio. I'm earning a lot of passive income. Again, my long-term goal is to use some of these covered call ETFs and options income ETFs to buy dividend growth stocks. I honestly think, and this is what and this is not financial advice, but this is probably the best strategy that I can see out there to use supplemental income. You park your money in something and you let it buy funds. That's what I'm doing, or ETFs or funds. I know people that use some of the YieldMax ETFs to buy SCHD. SCHD in the long run will probably be better than the YieldMax ETFs. One idea I did think about was actually using some of my YieldMax ETFs to invest in SCHG. Now, I already have SCHG in my IRAs, but what about just a brokerage account? And then, once I retire, sell it for, and bite the bullet with capital gains with that. That's one thing because you, I don't believe in a 403B and just a 403B unless if you make like six figures. I mean, yes, I make six figures right now, but uh people that make 200, 300, 400,000 and just load up their retirement portfolio with their 403B, those people are probably in good shape unless they don't, throw their money around or anything. But it's good to be well diversified. And I use the YieldMax ETFs to buy dividend growth stocks. Now, I see a serious threat right now with TSLY, and I'm going to go over that. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out TSLY and its threat right now. All right, let's look at Tesla right now. So this is the past year. Tesla's been up 88.56%. TSLY has been down 31.45%. Now, again, I've bought and sold. I can't confirm if I'm long with TSLY. Still get decent income from TSLY. And against the S&P 500, the S&P 500 has been up 22.28%. That's why I have SPLG in my IRA. By the way, next week, I'm going to say by Wednesday, I'm going to have a video for you showing you my whole IRA. And I can actually give you a pie if you want to replicate that. Okay? But that's one thing that I'm planning on maxing out with my IRA. I already know that TSLY is not going to keep up the S&P 500. I already know that TSLY is not going to keep up with Tesla. TSLY is a certain synthetic call. Okay, to use synthetic calls, and it's not actual shares of TSLY. It's a specific strategy. So I'm going to jump to that. A lot of you guys are new to this YouTube channel, so let me jump to that real quick. So I'm on their website, okay, with the YieldMax ETFs, TSLY, the YieldMax TSLA Option Income Strategy ETF. Distribution is 77.87%. So the fund does not direct The fund does not invest directly in Tesla. I'm sorry. I literally took a power nap, getting some coffee in me. I know it's 6 p.m., but I'm going to do a late night workout with shoulders, buys, and tries. So I'm just trying to wake up a little bit. So another thing is the issuer specific attributes may cause an investment in the fund to be more volatile than the traditional pooled investment, which diversifies the risk over the market generally. Okay. The fund strategy will cap its potential gains if TSLA shares increase in value. The fund strategy is subject to all potential losses if TSLA shares decrease in value, which may not be offset by the income received of the fund. The fund may not be suitable for all investors. Shareholders of the fund are not entitled to any dividends paid by TSLA. So let's look at the distribution. And they also had a reverse split. And you see this asterisk. This is kind of including the stock split. So 199, things are looking good, 80 cents. And then right here was 120, 111, 116. So it was 81 cents. Let's start of March 2024, 68, 69, 64. Did get to $1 in July. August, it was 96 cents. And then September, 81 cents. October, 109. And then October 30th of it was 59 cents, and then 1127 it was 122, then 1226 it was 128, and then 122 it was 71 cents. So little bit of the distribution is a problem, okay? And you see the decrease in price per share, which the distribution per share goes down. So there is some net asset value erosion. I know some people believe that there's no such thing as net asset value erosion, but textbook wise, there is. And remember, they had a reverse split. The Tesla bubble hit hard. And I'm going to tell you, I do own shares of PLTY, the Palantir, the YieldMax Palantir one. Palantir takes a hard hit. Ooh, PLTY is going to take a hit. So this is why I'm well diversified. And I have I have the Pro shares. I have the, Roundhill ETFs, and I may be buying this one, which is the Curve Yield Premium Strategy Tesla ETF. So what I may do is actually use my income from TSLY to buy TSLP. So, if TSLY gets destroyed, I at least have TSLP, the Curve Yield Premium Strategy Tesla ETF. Actually, the weird thing was it was fighting against the S&P, which is odd. I mean, you're going to have to look into this, which is very interesting. TSLY is taking a hit with synthetic calls. These guys are doing pretty well. Let's go over them. So for the Curve Yield Premium Strategy Tesla ETF, symbol is TSLP. It's a monthly distribution. So far, its distribution rate is 51.32. Its distribution amount per share is $1 right now. Okay. So here's the thing about them. So here's the potential benefits of Curve Yield's Premium Strategy ETF. Enhanced income strategies focus on generating monthly cash flow through diversified multiple sources, including harvesting covered call option premiums, dividends, and interest income. Dynamic optimization, balance between income versus capital appreciation potential in certain rising market. Lower beta to underlying stock could be used as a defensive substitute for single stock investments. In tax advantage, option premiums may not be immediately taxed and therefore has the potential to offset short-term tax liabilities. One thing you have to be aware of is the gross expense ratio and net expense ratio. The gross expense ratio is 1.15%, and the net expense ratio is 0.99%. So if you do a lot of investments, what I could do is, again, go on E-Trade, get 100 shares of TSLP, and then use that income to buy TSLP on M1 Finance. And I did request M1 Finance to try to get TSLP on there. So here's the thing. The Curve Yield Premium Strategy Tesla ETF seeks to provide current income while maintaining the opportunity for exposure to the share price of the common stock of Tesla. It's subject to a limit on potential investment gains. So here's another thing. I already like the net asset value. Okay, it's 2561. So far, it looks pretty good. The fund is a unique investment product that may not be suitable for all investors. An investor should consider investing in the fund, among other reasons, fully understands the risk inherent in the investment in the fund shares. There's no guarantee that the fund in the future will provide the opportunity for upside participation to the price exposure of the underlying. There may be limits on the upside participation to the price exposure of the underlying under certain market conditions. There's no guarantee that the fund's investment strategy will be properly implemented and the investor may lose some of its investment. In addition, an investor may lose its investment even if the strategy is properly implemented. Now, let's look at a few things. Net asset value, 1 month, 3.04%, 3 months, 40.61. Still, since inception, 72.06%. The total return, it was 87.38%. Since inception, 53.3%. So, a few things. It's holding. Got some cash. Fidelity INV Markets, United States Treasury bill. Okay. So, again, this is what I feel good about with them. Okay. So, look at what's going on right now. Look at the trends. Okay, in 2023, 11.21, 57 cents, then 66 cents, 55 cents, 31 cents, 51.89, 42.39, 43.87, 44.30, 49.50, 51, 51, 50 in cents, obviously 49 cents, 59 cents, $1.30, $1.30, and $1. So a lot of potential with them. Okay, so right here, important information as well. The fund is actively managed exchange traded fund that seeks current income while maintaining the opportunity for exposure to the share price of the common stock of Tesla. However, the strategy limits potential investment gains related to the share price appreciation. Okay, so just be aware of that. Yes, the fund does use a synthetic covered call strategy to provide income derived from the options premiums and exposure to the share price returns of Tesla. Subject or TSLA, subject to a limit on potential share price returns on TSLA as a result of the nature of the options strategy it employs. To replicate the returns on the underlying stock, the sub-advisor will purchase the money at call options and sell put options with the same expiration date and strike price that may range from the 1 to 12 months from the expiry. The fund from time to time may also invest directly in shares of TSLA. So, did you see that? The fund from time to time may also invest directly in shares of TSLA. That's the difference right there between TSLY and TSLP. TSLP appears to be a little bit more powerful. So each Kurv ETF seeks to fund a portion of its monthly income distributions from sold cover call option premium, which is converted to capital gains and then paid out to investors on a monthly basis. When appropriate, we seek to find losses in each ETF's portfolio, which can be used to offset gains, potentially helping a portion of the fund distributions to receive a return of capital designation. Another unique feature within the ETF structure is that the portfolio losses can be indefinitely carried forward and be used at the opportune times to offset gains of our ETF's equity or option portfolios, helping to potentially offer a tax aware monthly distribution. So let's go over this. Okay. I really I mean, just evaluating this. Already, I see TSLP being better than TSLY. This is something that I may invest in if M1 Finance allows it to be in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. This would be a beautiful substitute for TSLY. Now, could I have TSLY and buy shares of TSLP? Sure. Could I sell TSLY for TSLP? Sure. Do I like TSLP over TSLY? Yes. So I'm just being honest with you. You know, NVDY, PLTY, MSTY, those seem pretty good for YieldMax ETFs. They seem okay because, again, NVIDIA is doing fine, Palantir is doing fine, MicroStrategy is doing fine. Even maybe CONY might not be too bad. But starting to get to the point where you have to adapt, okay? I mean, Tesla could explode and do really well, and TSLY can be fine. But I mean, long term wise, if the stock market takes a hit, I feel a little bit better with TSLP. So, do I plan on buying TSLP in the future? Yes. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I plan on keeping TSLY? I can't confirm that. But I could sell it for TSLP and use TSLP instead of TSLY just because of the volatility and their strategy with a curve yield, which I like. I'm very impressed with it. Been doing a little bit more digging in it because I have more time, and I feel a little bit more confident in TSLP over TSLY. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. Take care and have a good one, and I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, can lose money, so be aware and do your due diligence. It is best to seek financial advice with a financial advisor, so you need to go to your financial advisor. You need to go to your tax advisor for tax advice. Should not try to mimic what I do. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, and I tell you that. Don't buy things because I buy things. Have your own investing strategy. Do your due diligence because you can lose money when it comes to investments. What has happened in the past with TSLY and other YieldMax ETFs. So be aware of the risks. Even be aware with the risks with a curve yield premium strategy TSLA ETF. Take care and have a good one.